What's up, Internet? Current 1776 is back with another Battlbox video. I got Mission 64 right here, and if you hear my stomach making funny noises, I just had lunch. Maybe some other things will make funny noises. We'll see as we go along. But this is the June 2020 box, and I'm ready to jump on into it. A lot of really cool gear in this box, and a little special something in there that I may or may not disclose later. We'll see. Let's open up the box. So what we got on top, front and center, is a special card. This one right here. It's blurred out for your protection. So if you get in a box, be sure to take a look at this card right here. And that's really all I can say right now. All right, got that out of the way. That was the real special something in there. That's for subscribers only right now. The rest of you will find out in the meantime, I promise. So, as always, first up, I got our mission card right here, Mission 64. On the card, we've got the basic, advanced, pro, and pro plus levels, the values of each item in each level. And then on the back, I got a little long-winded this time, folks. Sorry, you might need your magnifying glasses to read what I wrote on here. A lot of really good information right here. If you don't read the back of the card, I encourage you to do so. Let's jump on into the basic box. First up in the basic box, we've got the Going Gear Micro Stove. This little rascal right here is an awesome piece of gear to have. I would recommend having plenty of these because they're small, compact, lightweight, and can go into all sorts of packs, glove boxes of vehicles, you name it, you should be able to put this in there. Very useful. We use ours quite a bit. Comes in this little case here. Open that bad boy up like that right there. Flip your tops over. And just like that, you got you a stove. Well, we need fuel. Mystery spot. This isn't in the box. You're gonna have to get these yourself. But it's this type of propane canister here, butane propane mix. As you can see, this one's a little charred. It's been through a lot of use. Simply screws on to that. Don't want to cross thread it. Spin that bad boy around. Ruh-roh. Be sure your valve's closed. And it's got an ignition right here. I don't know if y'all can see that sparky spark. A little sparky. Come on, Sparky. You want to have a lot of fun with your friends, you know, have them put their finger right there. Turn this thing counterclockwise, your valve. Give it a little spark. Go on up there real high, and you can bring it down real low. And what's good about this one, some of these models are very hard to get down really low because they'll just burn out, or not burn out, or just go out. This one right here does really well, so if you want to just get a simmer, you can really back this thing down and it'll maintain a flame, which is really nice. Some of these on the market, you can't really do that. It needs to be on up pretty good, but you can get to a good simmer with this. Put all sorts of different size pots on there, boil your water, make your backpacker meals, whatever you need to do. That little guy right there that fits in this, good to go, especially if you're an ultralight backpacker. This is pretty dang ultralight right here. So that is the first item. It's going to be a little warm. The Going Gear Micro Stove. Really cool piece of kit right there. Minus this, of course. The second item in the basic box is really freaking cool. Having a headlamp is kind of a priority of mine. Like I've got all sorts of headlamps. This one does something that my others don't do, which is really cool. So we've got the Glowco rechargeable LED headlamp right here. Comes with instructions. You got your charging cord there. Don't need that. So this headlamp has a center light right there. Really nice center light. Let me take the plastic off. Can you see me? Center light. You get your, call that a COB light. This light going around the perimeter right there. Very bright, really nice, gives a little bit more of a flood effect. Then you've got both the center light and the COB light. Then we've got a red light, same COB, but red LEDs, which is really nice. Using red and green in the dark is really good because if you have to turn it off, it doesn't take as long for your eyes to get used to the darkness again. So I really love using red lights and green lights different situations, a little bit less incognito, but does a really good job of giving you a good perspective of what's going on around you while your hands are being used. Oh, I went past it. And then we've got a flashing red light. You need to signal, an emergency situation, you want somebody to find you. You can set this up, strap this to a tree, strap it to your vehicle, do whatever you want with it. You've got a red flashing COB light so that people can know that, you know, hey, I need some attention over here. But as you saw as I was flipping through, like I went past a mode that I wanted to be on, which can be a problem with, you know, headlamps. You know, you got to cycle through them all. You know, you don't remember where you were at. Check this out. So this is what this light does differently. The left side button, your right side, if I mash that, turns blue. Check this out. Turns off. Turns back on. Turns off. Turns back on. I ain't got a light that does that, do you? Now you do, if you get in the box. I really dig this because I've got some headlamps where, you know, say I'm deer hunting, I'm up in my stand, I want to turn my light on real quick, get something out of my pack or something like that, and I want to use a low beam light or my red light or my green light, whichever one I have, and I have to cycle through. So I'm sitting there trying to hold my hand over my lamp so that I don't spook any game when I'm trying to get to the mode I want to be in. With this, all I'd have to do is wave my hand in front of it, wave it back. It's going to be in the light mode that I was in last. That's freaking awesome. Say the red light, turn my blue on. You got that blue indication right there. Off, on. That is freaking genius. I love it. So just to prove that it doesn't, so if you're working in front of your face, you're not going to be tripping it all the time. You got to be right at it. So if I'm over here, it doesn't mess with it. If I'm right here, it messes with it. I freaking love it. Awesome. I wish I had this years ago when I was filming for hunting shows, because as the cameraman, I was always having to get into my pack. Always felt like I was annoying the guy I was there filming because I'm cycling through light modes and it's just a pain in the butt. So now, I don't have to do that. Yeehaw. And again, this is rechargeable. You don't have to put batteries or anything in there to change out batteries. You've got this little port down here on the bottom for you to plug in to a power bank, to a wall socket, whatever, with the supplied cable, and you can charge it up. So that is the second item in the basic box. How about that? So third in the basic box, we got the Hero and Healer 36-inch flat pack splint. Ba-bam! There it is right there. Flat pack. See? It's flat. I got one in the mystery spot down here. I'll show you. This basically is what's all flattened out in that package right there. You can mold this however you want. As you can see, you can mold it for a wrist if you need to. You can cut this, use it on a leg, use it on pretty much all your limbs. You can cut it to size as well. Even if you needed a finger splint, you can just cut a little section off, use it as a finger splint. So it will go in pretty much any of your medical kits, which is nice. Just fold that bad boy up, and you're good to go. Never know when you need a splint. Twist your ankle real bad, break an arm. So just for clarification, when I say you can cut this, you need to use like a pair of shears, medical shears or something like that, because there is material in here that helps it keep its form. Hero and Healer, 36 inches. Yeah, I mean, if it's 36 inches, you don't ever cut it. You know it's 36 inches. You need to measure something 36 inches. Well, there you go. Problem solved.
Bass I caught yesterday.
36-inch bass.
Yeah.
That's a big old bass.
It's 3 pounds.
It's a skinny bass. So next up in the basic box, a fourth item is very cool. Never seen this before in my life until a few months ago. This is interesting right here, okay? The Nos Nasal Filters. Nasal filters, we're gonna stick something up in your nose, folks. Right here we've got Nos Nasal Filter. Dust, pollen, allergies, pollution, things like that. It's basically a filter system that you stick up in your nose, you know, help from that stuff getting up into your brain, into your lungs. This is interesting. So I've got really bad pollen allergy. I actually tested this stuff out We had a pretty good run of pollen not too terribly long ago. The first thing that comes to mind to me for this would be in a situation, let's say an earthquake situation, dust storm situation, something like that. Like, you know, you remember watching when 9/11 happened, all the dust particles, all the stuff that was shooting down the streets and everything, people covering their faces. This is small and compact, and you could shove this up in your nose, which sounds funny, but it will help filter that stuff out from going into your lungs as long as you're breathing through your nose, right? A situation when there's a lot of dust, a lot of debris in the air, this could be a quick grab, stick up into your nostrils to help filter that stuff out. Primarily designed for allergies and dust and pollution and things like that, but they look like little mushrooms. These little filters on a piece of plastic, some sort of plastic right there, soft, pliable plastic. And you literally just shove this up in your nose. Ready? Here we go. And it feels kind of funny. Get up in there now. You ever wanted to see Kern 1776 with a nose ring? There you go. And it's fashionable. And it's kind of weird to talk with it in your nose. Just to let you know. But I can breathe freely. If I need to pick a booger, you know, I can take it out, pick a booger. Got me a nose ring now. So this is what it's like to have a nose ring. But you ain't got to worry about dust, allergies, pollen, things like that. Where'd it go? Maybe an argument could be made that something like this would do okay for, you know, if you had to go out in public during this whole coronavirus thing and you don't have a mask. Keep your mouth closed, obviously. These little mushrooms you see here appear to be kind of the same material from like a surgical mask. Might blow an O-ring if you sneeze with these things on. I'm just saying, the gasket be tore all to pieces. Let me take this out. You sure I ain't got any hangers on there. We're good. Not as bad as getting tested for coronavirus. I'm just saying. They shoved that swab all the way back to your medulla oblongata back there. This don't go that far up in there. Did a lot of research on it. A lot of people use that. So thought it'd be a cool thing to add to the basic box and let you know, give it a shot, especially if you have allergy issues. Check it out. Last up in the basic box is a freebie. Everybody's wanting masks out there. So, well, by golly, we got you a mask. KN95 mask right here, free in the box for all our subscribers so that you can have a mask, those of you that don't have any. Doesn't work great for a fella with a beard. There you go. Push that thing down on your nose nice and snug. Or you can just be like me, grow yourself a beard, you got a natural filter system right there. So there's you a mask. Yes, it's not in a package or whatever, separate from everything else in here. For the sake of time, we didn't have time, you know, to individually package these. We got these in packs of 10, so we took them out, put them in the box. But rest assured, everybody working in the warehouse had on masks, had on gloves, proper PPE. Everybody got their temperatures taken, you know, twice a day when they came in around lunchtime. Everybody's been healthy at the Battlbox warehouse. So these are nice and clean, sealed up in the box. You're good to go. A lot of stuff in this basic box. This right here, game changer. Telling you, the Glowco LED headlamp right there with the motion sense on and off. Yeehaw. Really cool stove, an awesome splint right here. That's really cool. You got your filtration system for your nostrils right there, which I think is very interesting. Give that a shot, see what you think. And we've got the KN95 mask. Yeehaw. It's time to jump into the advanced box. So now it's time for the advanced box, and this month we've got the Sog Snippet multi-tool. We've been teasing this a little bit. You may have seen this a little bit in some of our test videos kind of being used incognito. This thing right here is probably Daniel's most favorite EDC right now. I mean, he's been carrying that son of a gun and using it for all sorts of things. I got one in the mystery spot down here, Summers. Y'all hear that Colorado barking lizard? The Sog Snippet, really small, but don't let the size fool you. This cat right here is ready for whatever you want to do, whatever you want to throw at it. Anything you want to cut, anything you want to snip, anything you want to, you know, clean up, anything you want to measure. Might take you a while measuring it because you just got a little bit going right there. But
Said anything?
hold time out. I got something in my pocket that Snippet's not gonna help with. Step away from the beard, Daniel.
You had a gray one.
I got a whole lot of gray ones. Will you stop? See what you did? I don't know why he wants to cut my beard so bad all of a sudden.
Because I already shaved the rest of you.
Wow, I kind of want to go home now. We've got the Sog Snippet right here. Really compact, nice little piece of kit right here to keep in your pocket at all times in case you need to snip it. Take that for what it's worth. A freaking pair of scissors, man. It's like a freaking transformer. Check that thing out. What's really cool about it is you got these, I kind of call it a butterfly or whatever that sticks out right there. So you can put your fingers in. So it's not spring loaded, but you're able to, you know, choke your fingers up in there real good, and you can, and I'm telling you, you can snip anything with this. Snip your nose hairs, give yourself a little trim, clean your fingernails out, snip your fingernails, cut into boxes, cable ties, whatever you want. Really versatile pair of snips right there, or scissors if you want to call it. But it also has, of course, a pocket clip, a knife, and you can use, you know, fold it back up, still use a knife. You don't need to have the scissors out, but they do fold to the inside, so you do need to open it up to get your other tools out. You got a little can opener, screwdriver, or bottle opener, I guess you'd call it, screwdriver. Got a larger screwdriver, a little area that you can pry with if you want to. And what I really dig in here is a pair of tweezers. How many times have you needed a pair of tweezers and didn't have a pair? I can't even tell you how many times I run into that issue. So it's got a nice little pair of tweezers right there, and you probably can't see this, but they're bent very well to where you get a good positive squeeze at the tip before your fingers are mashing all the way together where you can't get a good purchase on the splinter or your booger or whatever it is. I've said booger several times in this video. Whatever it is you're trying to use your little tweezers there for. A little file right here and your fingernail file so you can get up in there and get that grimy grit. Got the toothpick. Matter of fact, I could use that right now. You got a plastic toothpick. I got a piece of food stuck right under my gum from lunch. Got it. Awesome. So you got your toothpick right there. Toothpick's kind of hiding down in the bottom. It's got this, don't know if you can see that, but it's got this kind of knurled plastic right here, jimping right here. So when this is down, you can kind of pick that out with your fingernail. So you grab that jimping, pull it back, and it opens up, and you got yourself a toothpick. Best tool ever. Fits right down into your watch pocket in your blue jeans if you want, with your clip right there. Snippet into shade. Go forward. Stay straight. Something, something. Move ahead. It's not too late to snip it. Snip it good. Yeah, I'm showing my age. Okay.
You gotta dub that music.
The snippet right here is your advanced item this month, the Sog Snippet. So we'll put the old snippet right here in front of the other snippet. Yeah. So now it's time for the Pro Box. In the Pro Box, we also got a little something that you might have seen in the past with me and old Steve-O out in the woods testing things. The Sog Camp Ax. Ye frickin' haul. I might use my snippet to open this thing up right here. We did a testing video a while back with this. Cool little axe right here. Really, really effective in what it does. It's not got a whole lot of weight to it. It throws really well too, actually, which is kind of cool if you like throwing stuff. So I'm gonna use my snippet. I'm gonna snip it into shade. Making sure that wasn't a finger or something flew off there. We got a sheath. We got the Camp Ax. Yeehaw. Check that bad boy out. So really cool axe right here. You know, you got a hammer end here that you can use as a hammer. Solid head on it, very well balanced and really sharp right out of the box. Got this metal strapping right here, which is really good. Protects your handle in case you miss a strike and you hit right here, which works really well, and also works well for batoning too. So if you want to use this for batoning, you don't have to try to always hit right here. You can kind of hit in this area and you'll be all right. Polymer handle, really good in the hand, It's a very well balanced axe. You're really gonna love this axe. There's your sheath. Slide that bad boy in your sheath. And this spreads over, goes over the Sog logo, like so, yeehaw. So now you got a protected mask right there, so you can throw this in a pack. You don't have to worry about scratching up anything or accidentally cutting yourself when you're reaching into your pack. Just a great all-around camp axe right here. Having an axe can sometimes be a chore. A lot of people don't carry them because they're heavy and cumbersome, and they don't go into a pack very easily. This right here is kind of the perfect size, and it's not cumbersome at all. You can choke up on it really well also if you want to do some fine work. So that right there is your pro item from Sog, the Camp Ax. Sorry. So now it's time for the Pro Plus level. Getting on down to the bottom here, but we're really at the top. You see what I'm saying there? We've got the Buck & Bear Titanium Flipper. Buck & Bear, check it out. Now this thing right here is sexy now. So if you're into sexy knives, don't eat that. You'll never be into sexy knives because it'll kill you probably. Can we hear some angels? Hallelujah. Along with the rain. All right, so what we have here is the Buck & Bear Titanium Flipper. So we got ourselves a flipper this month. So what we have here is a very sexy, you can get a close up on that. Look at that, that's nice right there. Very sexy taper grind or taper ground VG10 layered with Damascus. So we got a VG10 edge, so it's VG10 steel with layered Damascus over top of it, or sandwiching the VG10. Very, very, very sexy knife right there. And sharp, she's sharp. You hear me? So we've got, you know, lanyard hole. A lot of people like adding, you know, decorative lanyards and stuff to knives. So a lot of companies now are putting lanyard holes even in the flipper knives, folding knives versus just, you know, the fixed blade knives. Got a really nice tight clip right here. The handle is titanium, so very, very light, and is balanced well though, so it's very light back here, but you know, obviously you got some weight in the steel, but it's a good balance. It's a very good balance, feels really good in the hand. You've got bronze pivot right here, so there's bronze washers in there, which make it really smooth. Very large opening right here. I think it's pretty cool how the blade shape kind of comes up, so if you did want to choke up on it and really put your thumb in there and really get some pressure down, you can. It feels really good on your thumb. But just a very sexy knife right there. I really dig titanium scales. I've got a couple blades that have titanium scales. I really like those. It gives good balance, and it really looks good with this blade and the design that they have of the scales right there. Very, very nice. Kind of a gentleman's knife, if you will. I mean, this is a Sunday go to meeting knife, you know, like my father-in-law says, with this nice stuff. This is Sunday go to meeting hat, Sunday go to meeting knife. Yeah, you can carry a knife in church. I mean, it's America. You can do that. You should do that. Why not? You might need to show somebody, some of your buddies at church, you really freaking fancy, sexy knife right there. Maybe sexy's not the best word to use in church. I don't know. Definitely it's going to go into your fancy of your EDCs. So that's your knife of the month, the titanium flipper from Buck & Bear. Really high value knife. I mean, they sell this on their website for $129.99, and it's worth every penny if you ask me. So definitely got a great deal if you are a Pro Plus subscriber of Battlbox. So yeah, that cat right there is going to be my Sunday go to meeting knife. I promise you. So that's mission 64, y'all. I'm gonna spit this thing out good and loud so you can hear it, because it's starting to rain outside. So, awesome box this month with some awesome news in it if you got the box, because I showed you that earlier. That's blurred out now. Sorry, I gotta do that. You'll understand later. So, if you got the box and you got that, yeehaw. Isn't that freaking awesome? Can't wait to share that with you guys officially. So, basic box, we've got the camp stove here from Going Gear. Awesome camp stove, really small, compact, especially if you're an ultralight camper. Does a great job of boiling your water, purifying water, and can even get down to a low simmer for foods, which is very, very cool. Got a free N95 mask thrown in the mix for you. If you don't have one, now you got one. If you want to use it, great. If you don't, you can pass it on to somebody else that does. We've got the splint right here, which is really cool. You can use it for your wrist, use it for your legs. You can cut it down, use it for a finger. You can cut it in half and put one half in another pack, then a everyday pack if you want. Tons of options, and it's a really good idea to have a splint, especially if you're really active in the outdoors. You never know when you might break a limb or something. You know? Having a splint is going to be great for you. We've got the Nos Nasal Filters right here. Really cool and innovative product that I never heard of before. I'm sure you probably haven't. Give them a try. Like I said, I've tested them out. It seemed to work pretty good for me with pollen allergies that I have, but I think it'll be a great thing to have in a pack just in case you're in a real dusty environment, or a real situation like 9/11 or something like that happens where there's lots of particulate in the air. At least that's some protection for you. You can put it up in your nostrils and it should filter that out for you really well. The Glowco headlamp right here, awesome innovative headlamp with the motion sensor on it. Works great. I've been using it for a while. I don't have issues with getting up too close to something in it. I mean, you literally have to wave your hand right in front of it for it to turn on and off. That is a great thing to have in a headlamp. I don't know of any other headlamp that has that, so I'm sure you're really going to enjoy that because I know I have. Then over here we've got the Snippet Tool, the Sog Snippet. Probably Daniel's new most favorite EDC tool, and also it's a favorite of mine. Small, compact, it'll fit into your watch pocket of blue jeans. You know, it's just a great small multi-tool that does a number of tasks for you. And then of course the Sog Camp Ax. Awesome axe. Steve and I tested this out, had a great time testing it out. If you hadn't seen that video, you can filter back through our videos and see the test video we did of this. Very versatile, small, compact, lightweight, very strong, and it throws well. If you're into throwing axes, this is a pretty good throwing axe for you as well. So it'll do everything you need to do in a camp axe situation and more if need be. And last and certainly not least, we've got the Bucket Bear titanium flipper. Very elegant, really, really nice, very pretty, as I like to say, very sexy knife, but it is a strong and robust knife with the VG10 steel, the Damascus, the titanium handles or scales. Very, very nice knife, and I'm sure it's going to be in your rotation of EDC pocket knives. And, you know, when you get dressed up and go take your lady friend out, that right there be the bad boy you probably carry with you, because it is a very, very nice, elegant knife. And that's Mission 64, y'all. I'm telling you, things are fixing to blow up around here at the Battlbox headquarters, and it's really all thanks to you guys. Those of y'all that have followed us, those that have followed Battlbox, those that have followed me, those that have been involved, all the customers, everybody that watches our stuff, we really appreciate it. Summer's right at our doorstep. We hope you guys are going to get outdoors and use your gear, go through your preps. Hopefully you've had some time to go through your preps during this whole coronavirus thing over the last couple months. I know it's given me an opportunity to go through my stuff and really filter through and filter, you know, how I want all my stuff packed and what's where and why. And we're looking forward to many, many more missions to send out to you guys from Battlbox. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like it, comment down below, hit the bell icon if you haven't. That way you get notified when we post new videos. And I'll see you next month with Mission 65. July is going to be a slammer, y'all. You get what I'm saying? Took your nail off. You hit your thumb? Yep. Yep. Ooh. Where are you going? All right. First aid kit I bought. We need to start calling it a Steve aid kit instead of a first aid kit.